It's too dark. Oh my god. Mine is too dark. You can't even see anything. Hey, dark people. You can tell we're black people. Oh my goodness. Love
So
her
why
and
is
give.
yours late?
I don't know. I don't
I mean,
know.
yours dark and mine is late. I don't
Because,
understand it.
well, you see the difference. You can't even see the top of the light on that one.
Switch it over. Go bring your phone on my side and see how that works.
You get
Is
any
that
light in
any
there?
better?
No, you can't see
No,
us.
you can't see us.
Okay, love and the giver in silhouette. In the mighty name of Jesus. You can see a little bit of the whites of my eyes. But that's not going to work. So why don't we just go ahead and do it on yours and then transfer it over? I got to do that already anyway. So we're going to finish and not save.
Can't.
No, you got to wait until the end and not post. Delete. There we go. Delete, delete, delete. Hey, everybody. Don't ask me why my phone acts like that. And I'm not getting an iPhone.
You probably need to set it up. You probably need to set
Probably
it
do
up for more
something.
lighting.
Something.
Put it on settings.
Well, we can get to talking while we're doing that.
Mm-hmm. So what's going on Facebook? We just wanted to come on here and play with y'all a little bit. Facebook and YouTube. Just wanted to, have a good time. I know most of y'all probably in bed or getting off of work or whatever,
Somebody might be out
cooking, partying.
Somebody out partying because they know they're off tomorrow.
Yeah, my cousin called me. He was like, I don't see you going out like that no more. I'm like, ain't no reason to go out. I don't see
He's
nothing
married.
to go out for. No, I don't think it's, you think it's that?
Yeah.
Because we both go out. We both used to go out together.
We go out a lot together. We still go out a lot together.
That's what I'm saying.
Sometimes I wish we would stay home. But what I'm saying is, you're like me. When we were single, we didn't sit in the house. You know what I'm saying? What was there to sit in the house for? Now you got stuff to sit in the house about.
Yeah, but we still would hang out. We still could hang out
We
like
still
we
can.
used to.
We can. I mean, I think we do.
I don't think there's nowhere to really go that gets us excited outside of.
I think we've become more strategic in our going out. We go to things that we're going to either do some networking, or it's a good partnership or collaboration. We're doing things with a purpose and a focus,
and that's what
not just wandering around town.
And that's what I was telling my cousin earlier, that when you go out, make sure you go out for a reason. Build relationships and get to know people. Like when we go out, we want to know who the club owners are. Right. Especially me, I want to know who the club owners are.
You're always talking to the DJs.
Yeah, always talking to
the musicians or the bands.
Musicians or bands. That's my benefit, and that was my benefit when I was single. Starting Single, Saved, and Serious, and even North Star. Like I went out, I had some type of motive behind going out. So when I went out, I'd go, like when I was doing the music thing, my priority was go out to meet who the DJ was, or go out to let the DJ know that I was out there, so there'll be like North Star Productions is in the building, or they can play some North Star music. Right. So that's like for the last 20 years or whatever, even when I wasn't focused on anything, I always made sure that I maintained those relationships. And that's why we tight to this day. Me, from Stretch-O-Matic to...
I was thinking about that. That was the other DJ I couldn't mention. I couldn't remember.
Stretch-O-Matic. We ain't never worked with him like that.
But you mentioned his name.
But I mentioned him so many times. Like, you ain't met him yet, but that's like family. Stretch-O-Matic and Magic, of course.
Right.
From 06, from all of these DJs, these legends that, I've known through the years. I have a relationship, an ongoing relationship with them.
Well, I mean, that's why I said we go out because we have a purpose. We're not just wandering. Since we have a home and there's children to take care of, I know I'm a little bit wiser with my money. It's not just me. You know what I'm saying? So, I get a little bit wiser with what we do and where we go. But please, that calendar sometimes, I'm like, why we got 5 events in one day? We can stop in here and then we can stop in there. So we still go out. But we're not sitting at a club just sitting there anymore. We're not doing
Like just sitting there to get drunk and get wide
that.
open
We had
and
and all of that.
put it on Facebook Live that
And
we
you know,
getting wide open. If you see us at a club, especially if you see me at a club
if you
or
see
something
him at a
like
club, thank
that, you
you.
know it's a motive
Thank you.
or
He's there to
agenda
go talk to
behind it.
somebody.
You know,
And
it's
then
something. It's something that I got up my sleeve, and they know that.
yeah.
Because the real thing is like, what do you get out of it? What can I get out of you? I tell Judy that all the time. Like, people have motives behind why they're around you. That's reality. Like, people have motives and hidden agendas on, what they're
And
trying
you know how I
to.
can say
And it's
they're
like, how
either
can I benefit
right.
off
But
of
they're
it?
either good motives or bad.
Yeah,
So you just have to determine, what
yeah,
they are, and then also what you can do. What
yeah,
can I get,
yeah.
and
What?
is it, or what can I do? And then, as a giver, I'm always like, what can I give? But at the same time, I make sure that I'm surrounding myself with people with good motives. You know what I'm saying? Good intentions, even if they're trying to get something from me.
Yeah, they're gonna. I mean, yeah.
Even if they're trying to get something from me, they're not trying to give me anything. But anyway, why are we up?
Because you're cooking for me tomorrow.
I'm cooking. I'm cooking. You see this smile for like very few things, and that one of them is cooking. I'm cooking tomorrow. I'm cooking tonight, really. The Boston butter is in the slow cooker. The macaroni and cheese is in the oven. I was gonna make that big pan of beans. I have this bean recipe with bacon and ground beef and everything, but we have this little teeny weeny refrigerator, and it's just not big enough for everything that I'm accustomed to cooking. And so I'll just make my beans on the stove, but I still know how to make them real good on the stove. And then I have a tossed salad because I know you're worried about you getting big and fat. With all this cooking, you're getting big. You're not getting big and fat. We're going to the gym tomorrow morning. Well, in a couple of hours at 7 o'clock. Let me see. So macaroni and cheese, Boston butt, 2 racks of ribs. There's some chicken. We're going to barbecue some chicken. I got hot dogs in the refrigerator. That's the last thing I worry about when I'm throwing. I even got some seasoned hamburger patties already seasoned up, shaped up, that are probably still. I could. You don't understand. He don't understand. He is being inducted into the Scarrett Wilson family. Not so much Burks,
I believe you
but
up
the
front.
Scarrett Wilson
Something going
family.
on with you. You from the
What did he called me country. He
Yeah,
said,
you
"You
from
so
the country.
country." I thought he was putting me down. I was like, "Excuse me."
No, because the people in the country are in the kitchen right now
Oh, yes, we
preparing
are.
the grill. Or,
No, you
they
preparing the
cooking,
stuff
they
to
preparing
child. The
stuff
stuff
to
was
put
in the
on the
refrigerator,
grill.
seasoned since yesterday. And good thing I didn't even brine the meat because brine meat takes 3 days. Yeah, I guess I'm country. I'm so. You see, I'm still smiling.
Yeah, that's something you're doing. I need to do some more investigation
I
on
don't know
this
what.
one.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. My mother came from a little teeny weeny island. You saw goats and pigs and bulls and fields and all of that. She came from a country, and my dad was from a little town in Pennsylvania, country. Remember, I told you they used to say, "Let's go down and look at the creek." So I mean, yeah, country is in my blood. I'm just moved down here to the southern country. But cooking, let me tell you something. Anybody know any West Indians? Them people cook. They season meat. They put they put a whole pig in the ground. So, and I haven't even done stuff like that. But this is my first Boston butt, my first shredded pork that I've ever done. But down here in the South, that's a staple, so I had to learn that. And the racks of
I ain't
ribs.
never ate no damn
Shredded,
Boston, but
yeah, it's shredded pork. You take it to shred the meat, you put the sauce on there,
you talking
certain.
about like what you ate today?
Yeah, but not so finely shredded. It's gonna be falling apart good. You hear me? And I'm gonna steam the ribs. That's why I gotta get up in a minute. Macaroni and cheese is in the
I ain't
oven.
never really heard of no Boston, but
That's the meat portion that makes the shredded pork.
Yeah, but I've never heard of Boston. But
Neither have I, except that's what I found out. I was like, shoot, I wanna. How do you make this thing?
so it was born in Boston or something. It was created in Boston, or Boston
Don't ask
came
me
up
where the
with
name
thing?
came from. It's just a port of the pig.
Oh, you just cooking something and you ain't do no investigation behind it, huh?
As long as I knew that that's what they make shredded pork with, I was like, okay, let me start this out. Plus, I got it for a deal. I mean, I literally have nearly an 8 pound. It was 7 point something pounds for $7.58. You do the math. That's like 99 cents a pound. There was a manager special. I guess they were like, get these things up out of here. And I sure took one. And I took the smallest one. There were ones that were bigger, but I took the smallest one. But anyway, it's in the slow cooker. Ribs about to go and be steamed. Thank you, Rania. Rania's my best bud when it comes to ribs. And if she weren't in Atlanta, I would have me 2 sweet potato pies that you would slap your mama for. Okay?
Where's she from? Where's Rania originally from?
She's originally from Ohio.
Yeah.
The recipes have come from 2 aunts, Aunt Pearl and Aunt Sarah. And then when you get to knowing Aunt Pearl and Aunt Sarah, them pound cakes and them sweet potato pies, okay? But she's too far away from me. Couldn't ship them to me. Nene made us potato salad. I went and picked that up today. She did? She posted it? Child, please. I had to bring the stuff over. I was like, please, baby, please, make me some potato salad. So, what did I say? Shredded pork, 2 racks of ribs, potato salad, a tossed salad, just so he'll feel healthy. And, what else? Beans.
Well, I mean, I'm going to eat tomorrow because I'm going to work out, you know.
We're going to work out tomorrow.
When I wake up in the morning, after I get a workout, I don't really watch what I eat. Like, I really don't have to watch what I eat because, you know, I've known even when you don't do cardio, you burn calories.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and depending on the amount of weight that I lift, like I might do a leg and abs day because I haven't worked on my legs and abs. When the last time we been to the gym? Saturday? That was Saturday.
What's today? Today's Monday? Yes, we went Saturday.
So I don't mind doing like a two-day break, especially the way I'm working.
I'm surprised I have to do a 2-day break. You're right, it's been 2 days because I have been suffering with this inflammation. Nobody always knows these things, but I have a very bad reaction to any kind of stress. And my body tends to do a lot of inflammation. And when I'm first getting back into a workout routine, I have to take it very, very slow to kind of work my body into, okay, this is happening and you don't have to have this bad reaction each and every time. And it takes a minute. It takes a while. We've had a 2-day break. I'm ready to go tomorrow.
Yeah, so we're going to wake up in the morning.
I'm going to wake up in the morning.
I might work on my chest, my legs,
I'm going to work on my arms. I'm going to work on my arms. I know.
So if you work on your arms, you got to work on your triceps and biceps.
That's what I'm doing. All of that stuff. All of this. You're going to be working on the chest. You're going to be working on the arms. All the deltoids in the back. All of that I'm going to work on. Upper body.
Well, I don't know that. I don't stop you from working out, so I don't stop you from your workout.
You're so sweet.
Well,
I mean, I did the crunches like crazy yesterday.
But what I'm saying is,
I'll get to every day. You act like the people can't hear you mumbling back there. I hear you mumbling back there.
You heard me say
I heard you.
You heard me.
I heard you.
You heard me probably saying I need to work out every day too. Huh?
No, I didn't say that.
My schedule is bad.
I just finished telling people I cannot work out every day, especially in the beginning.
Social media.
Are you sleepy? Anyway, it is late, everybody, but we just felt like coming on here saying Happy 4th to everybody. God's blessing on your family.
No, don't say that because BJ Murphy will call you. So,
BJ
will call
Happy
you.
4th.
BJ,
I love you.
BJ will call you.
I can't wait to see you and give you a hug and a kiss and a whole bunch of shredded pork. Yes.
Oh boy, you know you'll really be a devil with BJ.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. No pork. No pork.
You know you're Muslim. Don't say no pork or Archie. You know Archie deleted me from Facebook. Did he delete you?
I don't know. He probably did. It's been awful quiet. Anyway, I'm sorry. I did not mean to offend. I really didn't.
He deleted me off of Facebook.
I have some chicken. We're going to slather that thing up with some barbecue sauce.
You might be a devil.
You'll be all right.
Chicken.
We got some ground beef
You might be a devil if you eat
I even
ground.
got beef franks. If you know what I'm saying, we just.
You know, people will use it, but they'll even use the
You know, I
Bible.
don't.
They'll claim the Quran, but they'll use the Bible when it comes to stuff like that.
I ain't worried about stuff. The Bible says what comes out of a man defiles him, not what goes in.
So what does that mean?
That means that out of a man's heart he speaks things of evil. He speaks things of hurt, of injustice, lies. What goes in a man doesn't defile him. It doesn't really defile him. Now, I'm not saying go out there and be a glutton and make yourself sick, because all things in moderation. But at the same time, the Bible is very clear that it's not the food that we take in. It is what comes out of our mind and out of our mouth. Power of what? Life and death are in the tongue. Not in that pork. So let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. No, but I'm serious. All things in moderation. You know, I have a family history of high blood pressure and diabetes. I have to watch what I eat. I cannot sit there and act like, oh no, DNA doesn't count. Yes, it does. I have to watch what I eat. But, you know, usually it's like once or twice a year is when I eat any kind of pork. I don't eat pork. I used to have a ham every Christmas. I can't do that.
You ate some pork,
Yeah, what do I do?
My cousin would have flipped on you and he ain't even
I had me some shredded pork tonight. Yes, I did.
Yeah, you had that cookout pork.
That's okay. I'm going to work it out
That
tomorrow.
they don't even know, they ain't even caught up on what you was eating.
That's okay.
They ain't caught up
Just
on
a
that
burger.
barbecue.
Excuse him for burger.
That barbecue.
Barbecue without the bread. Carbs are the devil as far as I'm concerned. So Judy, leave that bread alone. But anyway, that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Plus, probably we'll have some friends over. Priscilla and her. She's got people coming in out of town. She may come over.
The family coming?
Not the whole family. We might end up with about a couple of people because if it's her son, her daughter, all the grandkids, that's 3, that's 6, and then 2 more. We might have 8. I don't know if she's bringing them all. Let's just pray and see what happens. Oh, well, no, so DeCarlo's in the hospital, so we'll have like 7 if they come. And then you said what?
He's in Raleigh, right?
No, I think he's still here. Unfortunately, he's still here. In Novant Presbyterian. Now, who's coming for you?
I think Cuz Love coming.
Cuz Love is coming in the house. Woo!
I think Cuz Love coming and my cousin Tremel.
Tremel's coming. And is Mama coming? Or we just gonna make her a plate?
Oh yeah, you know she'll start through 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna make her a plate.
She'll do 15 to 30 minutes and then leave.
That's okay. I'll make sure she go home with a plate. That's all it is. I even got a peach and apple cobbler. No, I did not make it, Kimberly. No, I did not make it. You know, I'm getting old. I don't feel like making everything now. I just, I wanted to try it. Somebody said it was good, so I'm going to try it. And this is what, when I don't cook, it's usually because someone has said something is good and I want to try it and I want to, be able to talk about someone else other than myself and my cooking. But the Sterrett, which was my mother's side of the family, and the Wilsons, my dad's side of the family, those people cook. We found out when my sister did a little bit of genealogy that we have chefs and cooks on both sides of the family. So I am not surprised. I used to be like, why the heck we like being in the kitchen so doggone much? But we do have chefs on both sides of the family, and we just love to cook. Most of us have not been professional. We just love family and friends, Here, try this. Here, I made this. Here, I brought this to a party. That's the way we are. So tomorrow is just party, family, kick back. People come by. People come by. We're going to see some fireworks if we go see some fireworks.
We ought to go to Fort Mill and get some tomorrow.
You talking about that?
I got about $10, $15.
If you want to go in there and blow half your arm off, you go right ahead. I'm just trying to.
That's what that's not.
Yeah, okay, that's not.
That's not reality. We can go to Fort Mill, and we could line up some stuff. I got about $15. Well, I don't know after the Planet Fitness deal, that doesn't send me a notification. But
you late. You late for a very important date. Let's just pay us. No,
but I'm just saying,
Yeah, but I just found something out. If people don't know, Planet Fitness is now part of Silver Sneakers. And Silver Sneakers is a program that is for anyone, 50 and older, or person with disabilities, and you get free gym memberships. part of Silver Sneakers. And so my membership can go away. I'm going to do that, take care of this week, is that my membership can go away and then it'll just be yours and we can split that bill. Isn't life good? Isn't life good? We're going to be, you know, and it's we're going to do that. They're saving us $20 a month. That's a black level. The guy said it should be black level membership, so we're going to do that. But we're going to have fun tomorrow. I'm hoping you guys are going to have fun. I know it's late, but any real cook is in the kitchen. Okay, any real cook is up now
my hair,
in the kitchen.
and their wife came through just to give them a kiss. And they're well known, the city, I mean, they're very known across the city, but he was just cutting my hair and his wife came through to give him a kiss. And there's no comparison because those are my idols, right? Well, not idols, because that's biblical. No, I ain't going to do that. But those are people, one of them is people, my mentors, yeah, exactly. My mentors. So, you know, when I saw you cooking tonight, you don't know how good that made me feel to see that you wasn't thinking about nobody else. Whether they come, if they don't, they don't.
They don't.
But
we gonna eat.
You were sitting there just, your main focus was, of course, you know, to cook for me.
Yeah, cook for my family, of course.
But Andrew can cook his butt off, so it really don't make no difference.
Well, he's the next generation. He's the next generation.
I'm saying it really don't make no difference whether
he will cook.
Yeah, he'll cook when he feel like cooking, he gonna cook. So he'll, you know, wait till you finish whatever, and if he don't feel like eating it, he'll go in there and
cook something else.
So it's a difference in, you know, him and me. Like, and so it really made me feel good, and it really made me melt down to see that your main focus was to try to make me happy tomorrow. I don't think most women, like, and if you a man, like, and you don't marry a woman like that, that woman's main focus is to cook for you. You a sad thought, bro. You are sad.
You know what I was thinking?
Because regardless of what you go through the day, regardless of the arguments, regardless of the fights, regardless of how you feel that she treats you during the day, her main focus on whether it's however you feel about the holiday, but her main focus within, you know, tonight or within during the day is to fill you up and make you happy. And satisfy you. She ain't worried about nobody else that's coming. You know, if they come. You can invite 500 people. But at the end of the day, like, you know, you invite 500 people, but she just saying, as long as my man here, who I plan to be my husband, who I want to be my husband. I'm not talking about, you know, I'm talking about somebody that's treating a man like she's her husband.
Like he's her husband.
Like he's her husband.
Well, you know how I feel.
And I'm coming down on the dudes because you need to be come down on. If no other dude is coming down on you like this, married or not, if no other dude is coming down on you like that, then you gotta watch your surroundings. You know, you gotta watch who you're surrounded by, because they really don't have no good intentions for you. So you don't benefit from them, and they're not benefiting from you, unless the benefit is, I want to hold him back as much as possible while I grow. So I'm sitting here watching him make a fool out of himself and look stupid while I grow. Let me give you an example. When I was in school, even when I was in college, right? When I was at Lewisburg. Now, I'm gonna call your names out, but you already know, right? Now, I saw people that were getting their work done, and I saw people that wasn't getting their work done.
Can I just speak for a quick second?
Okay.
I gotta go check on stuff in the kitchen.
Yeah, I saw people that were getting their work done, and I saw people who weren't getting their work done, or who seemed like they wasn't getting their work done. Now, some of them went on to graduate, and I was even at Clinton too. Some of them went on to graduate from school, but they wasn't sneaky about it, but their main focus. Let me give you an example. I remember Aunt Pooh at Lewisburg, and I remember Aunt Pooh, and I remember Tyrone Poole. I think that was his last name, Ty. And Alex, no, hot. But like we party like Thursday night. Them boys like they be like, we can party. I'm gonna get drunk. We're gonna party. We're gonna go on the grill. They was from Elizabeth City, and that was the center for Lewisburg College. But he was like, we're gonna go out there. We're gonna grill. The boys can go to. I want Judy to come in on this, but the boys can come in and steal food. We go to Winn-Dixie, or they go to Winn-Dixie. The boys will go to Winn-Dixie, and they'll pile up. No security. Now, this was 25 years ago now, like 20 or 25 years ago. But they go to Winn-Dixie, and they go, we get our trench coats and stuff like that, and rack up. They ain't have no security, no cameras, no nothing. They get the hamburgers, the hot dogs, anything you need, mayonnaise, mustard, ribs, steaks, everything. And they rack up. And we go out there on the grill. Aunt and Ty, they was right there, grilling. They had a liquor. We go to the ABC store and just blast. And everybody from Lou U would come up there and we just party. We party all night long. I'd be rapping. They poured out a mic. I'd be rapping and everything. But at the end of the day, we party Thursday through Saturday night, right? They hang around you then. But Sunday, you ain't gonna see them. You know why, Judy?
Why, sweetheart?
Because they was preparing for Monday through Thursday. So, regardless, they didn't put in me, Chuck, this is what you need to do for the future. None of them didn't instill that in me, at that time, you need to straighten up your act and finish school. You need to finish school and get your degree because this is where it's going to go. This is where you're going to go from here. And, they didn't really talk to me like that. They were young, and I understand that. They were in their 20s just like me, 19, 20. But they end up getting their work done. They party, but at the end of the day, they party with you to a certain extent. And they end up getting their work done. And if you look at them, I don't hear from none of them to this day, but if you look at them, you can tell that they got everything together because of the way that they were focused in school. And I think that's what's going on with men today. Even women, with people, period. But the issue is you're dealing with 40-year-olds that's thinking like they're 20. Because people are getting their work done. There are people that's partying with you, right? Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, but they're going back home to their wives. Mm-hmm. There are people that's partying with you right now, but their main focus is they're going back home to their fiancés, who they plan on marrying, who they got a plan on to marry. While you sitting there single and sitting there thinking that you got all the women and, you sleeping with this person, you sleeping with that person, or you ain't ready to be married because this woman is this woman is that, she crazy, whatever. and you talking trash about to the same person that has a plan on having a plan with the woman that he's with, or you know,
I understand what you're saying.
the woman that he has intentions for.
I understand what you're saying.
What do you think I'm saying?
Well, I think you're saying that sometimes we waste time. You know, when we get into partying and having a good time, we think, you know, this is going to go on forever. I'm just going to keep doing this. Or we just don't even think about tomorrow.
We're talking about the 40-year-olds now.
Yeah, but I'm saying they started in their 20s, okay? And one day they woke up and they were 40. It was like they just didn't even... So there was no investment into the future. There was no... and, you know, I know you're talking about your past as well with school and different things like that. But a lot of times we do this. In the 20s, it's very hard in your 20s to think about what you're going to do in your 40s. But that is the time that you lay a foundation. And you're going to wake up in your 40s and you're like, okay, I'm here, I'm older, I'm tired. Oops. I'm older, I'm tired, and I don't have anything to show for the last 20 years. I don't have anything to show, especially when it comes to relationships. I don't have anything to show. I got a whole bunch of string of people came in and out of my life like they were ships passing, and what do you got? Or as I've had it, women have devoted themselves to somebody for all these many years, had a great time. I mean, we went on cruises, and he took me here and he took me there. Now you wake up 25 years later, that dude is no more committed to you. And you realize what was cute in you when you were 25 is not cute when you're 50. Okay? And now you got to start over. And this man is like, oh, okay, well, God bless you, wish you well. And you're like, wait a minute. You know, I was with you for 25 years of my life. And so then, you know, then you're trying to put down some foundation at 50 that you really needed to put down at 25. But it's hard to tell people today because society today is just about, hey, do you have a good time? And then you don't have any investment made, you know. So what you're telling them is, you know, if you've got some friends who are sitting there saying, hey, let's have a good time, don't worry about that woman, they don't mean you any well, and they don't mean you any good. Because if the person really meant you any good, he'd be like, look, she's a good woman. You need to lock her down. You need to take her off the market. You need to that needs to be your ace boom coon, your ride or die. And then you'll see how much, like we love to quote this scripture about, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor. But we don't really tell our men that. We don't tell our men that. We tell the women that scripture over and over again. Because we tell them in a sense, sit down and wait, because you ain't supposed to be seeking. A man is supposed to find you. But what we need to do is educate our men on how to find a good wife. Because that favor that comes from having a good wife is huge. You know what I'm saying? We're not even just talking about grace and mercy. We're not even talking about favor. That's a whole nother level, because we all know favor ain't fair. Okay? So that's what a man gets when he finds a good wife. But we're not educating men on how to do that. Let's just be real. Think about anybody who's still up. Think about 90% of the relationship advice, relationship coaches, relationship books, workshops, conferences. Who are they geared toward? Women. They are not geared to the other half of that equation.
Because they know men ain't going to come unless it's related to sport.
Well, the thing of it is you need to, if you told a man, because remember, I grew up with brothers and cousins and everything like that, so, and I was a tomboy too. If you tell a man, I'm going to show you how to make $1,000 in 30 days, the room is packed. Okay? I'm going to show you how to flip this real estate, that you'll be a millionaire within a short amount of time. Room is packed. But we don't treat relationships and marriage with that same kind of game. We don't. We do not. We act like it's only a game for a woman. and not understanding that the woman was brought to the man in the garden. So it was a gain to the man. He was already in the garden, already working, and here was his extra gain that was made specifically for him. So when we really get to the point of understanding that in order for relationships to thrive, in order for marriages, the value of marriage to be, that we operate and deal with the man, and letting people understand what favor he obtains, and teaching him how to obtain that favor, that's when you're going to see a turnaround. You can teach women something 50 million times a day, and all we're going to do is sit there and wait. Wait for what? Wait for what? And that's why you have a lot of women frustrated, angry. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm praying, and I'm praying. And I said, it's not you. You know how many women I've been talking to? It's not you. It is not you. What we have done is we've left out the other side of the equation. We have not taught men what favor and value they get when they get a good wife.
And not have shown them, because a lot of people are bitter.
They don't show it.
And don't know how to show them. And so that's the difference. Whether you drive me crazy or whatever.
I drive them crazy.
Right? Whether
Yes,
you
sir.
drive me crazy or whatever, like at the end of the day, like you're showing me through this time, and you show me through social media as well. And, you know, you show me through social media, that's why we do things like this. But, you know, like you showing me by staying up 1 to 1:30 in the morning. Now listen, you know social media to me is fake. I utilize it,
You know.
but it's fake. And I told you that when we were dating, did I not?
Yes, you did. You did.
I used to tell you that these are fake people on social media. I told you that when we were
You used to
dating,
fuss
right
about
around.
that, yes.
And I've always said that. Now I'm open about it. This was private talk. And now I'm telling you bedroom talk. Facebook Live, via Facebook Live right now, half of you fake. Like, we're going to really see how real you are tomorrow. Ain't nobody personally called me to see what was going on outside of my cousin, who didn't even comment on it. Now, I know cuz love coming through, right? Mm-hmm. We know that. We won't be surprised whether he come or come not. We already know he coming through. But the reality is, like, and they don't might come through. They don't come through. But the rest of y'all, like, sitting there talking about can I come or whatever, we already gave you an open house when I posted it. But I did that for a reason. When I do things like that, see, Judy don't even know why I do stuff like that, because I want to show her what I've been telling her from when we were dating. And I've been proving her wrong. I'm telling you now. Have I not?
You have been.
I proved her wrong.
You have been.
Now, it's been private because I was protection of her in order to not call y'all fake openly.
Sure.
Am I right or wrong?
You're right. I'm okay.
All right. I just want you to know that. So if I call you fake, you're fake. But anyway, just being up 1:30, 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the morning, just your intentions is I just want to cook. As long as I have my husband around, I'm good. You know, as long as, regardless
as long as you're
as
satisfied,
long as I'm
and
happy,
I make
and as long
listen,
as I'm satisfied.
I usually wouldn't make macaroni and cheese on the 4th, but I happen to notice that my husband likes macaroni and cheese, and so we're gonna have some macaroni and cheese up in here.
North cooking. I used to go to somebody's house. Some people who used to call me their son, and I ain't seen them in 6 years, but I used to go to their house. If you don't mind me saying, me and Katera used to go to their house, and we used to have family gatherings from the church atmosphere. And they have everything on the table, from oxtails to jerk chicken. They were Jamaican and English. So the mama was from England, and the daddy was from Jamaica. So they'd have everything but macaroni and cheese. But you could tell they had that northern type, mentality or whatever. So they cooked for us, and, they'd have all the married couples, the cliquish married couples would come through and cook for the for the church married couples, you know, and have a good time, you know. But I tasted everything from them but mac and cheese. So with you saying that like really means a lot of you being from born and raised up north.
Oh, north, yeah.
Born and raised up north, but you know, you just having that mentality to put a little bit of southernness in what you cook.
Well, you know what? You know, if I'm going to get married, and see, this is my thing is, I know you were saying to the men, you know, this woman is treating you, but I made a conscious effort not to do so many things in our dating and to save them for marriage because I wanted that distinction. I wanted there to be a thing that you were like, no, I didn't get none of this when I was dating. I didn't get this. I got this as a married man. There's certain things that I got as a married man. And one of them is cooking for you. Because I know I love cooking so much, I didn't want to just give that away. I was thinking earlier about, you know, you ever get women, you ever got some man, he'd be in the living room, feet up on your couch and your, you know, coffee table, talk about, boo, baby, make me a sandwich. And you over here doing 50 million things, and he ain't moving to even take the ingredients out the refrigerator for you. And he hasn't married you. He's just sitting there like, oh, well, I know she's going to make this for me, and I know she's going to do this for me. And you do that thing for years on end and don't ever get someone say, you know, I love the way you cook so much, I'm going to be committed to you. Not saying that that's what it takes, but I'm just saying we give sometimes. There's some women out here giving. And these men have no more intention of marrying you. And I'm sort of like, look, cut that nonsense out.
Knowing that you want to be married.
Thank you. Now, if you just want to play, go ahead and play. I ain't mad
at you.
But
at the end of the day, no. Listen, you playing because you caught up in the world.
Thank you.
But at the end of the day, you want to be married.
Most women do.
Yeah.
Most women do. And then the ones who don't, it's because they've been so doggone hurt.
That they want
They so doggone hurt. They're just like, look.
And you're losing.
You know, I'm done.
You're
but
losing.
The thing of it is that, you know, if you're out here cooking and the man hasn't so much as committed to you, that's ridiculous. I been there, done that, got too many doggone t-shirts. And so basically I was like, the man that I cook for will be my husband. And therefore, this is what I was thinking earlier. I have no problem serving him. No problem. Why do I not have a problem?
God Almighty, I see
because,
and you ain't fighting me, or no, you ain't beating me.
Can I tell you why? Because he committed his life to me. Okay? That makes the serving a joy. It is an absolute pain to be serving somebody and you don't know whether they're going to be there tomorrow or not. Am I real and am I telling the truth? You get pissed off. Men, if you ever got the woman and she pissed off and you ain't got no apparent reason why she pissed off, you like, where the heck did this come from left field? I was just sitting down and looking like I was relaxed and she came in the room and started going up one side and down the other. Can I tell you why? Bet you're not married. Bet you are not married. Bet y'all have been shacking together. Bet you've been living. And that little thing that she's trying to keep real low and not really let anybody see that she's frustrated because this is not really where she saw herself in life. It boiled over that moment. Might have been because you just said, baby, can you make me a sandwich? And she came at you like, really? So I'm just telling you, been there, done that. And so when I was dating, I was so comfortable dating you because I wasn't doing anything other than showing up, looking cute, and let's laugh, have a good time.
You weren't always looking cute.
I know, sometimes I didn't. I wasn't looking cute.
You weren't always looking cute.
You know, but the man got the nerve to say I wasn't always looking cute.
You weren't always looking cute. No, we used to have our conversation.
Yeah, we did have our conversation.
Yeah, we did.
So I just showed up. How about that? I just showed up.
Showed up.
I was like, listen, I'm showing up.
Yeah,
but the thing of it is as a married
woman. And that's
woman,
all that counts. Now listen.
No, that's the truth.
Listen, that's all that counted. And that's why I married you, that regardless of whether I felt at that time you were being attractive or you weren't being attractive, at the end of the day, it was like a spiritual battle of, that's that woman for you. You didn't care how you looked. You just cared about you being with me and being present around me.
So I'm saying now, as a married woman, it's no problem to serve. I don't know if you can see it. Where's the thing? Like there with all the laundry.
Yeah, we open, wide open, baby.
Look at that laundry. In the mighty name. Laundry. And why is there laundry? Well, because
keep it on while you talk, because that's my clothes.
Because it's the clothes and the towels, the 50 million towels, the 50 million washcloths that he got to have a fresh washcloth every time he bathes. He changed the towel 2-3 times a week. He changed it every day if I said, okay, go ahead and do that. But yeah, all his clothes, because he works and he comes home and he takes those things off and he's been around dust and dirt. And so therefore the clothes have to be clean. And so I just finished doing 3 loads of laundry today. But why do I feel good about doing laundry is because this person is committed to me. Okay? There's no joy in doing laundry for a person doesn't... What you doing?
I was trying to take the people that was joining in order to see the full coverage.
But literally...
They can see it.
There's no... You can bring it back down now. I'm done. There's no joy in doing for someone. We did have light before you.
Oh, no, right.
We're trying to get it back.
Good.
There's no joy in doing things for someone that is not committed to you. You can fool yourself left and right if you want to, but after 2 or 3 years, you just like, shoot. Imagine 25 years. I have friends who have done this for 25 years, taking care of a man that is no more committed to them than a man in the moon. So, there's a joy in saying, what do you want to eat? What do you like? He said, today I need some soap. I'm ready to ask him, what kind of soap you need, baby? What kind of soap you feel like?
No soap, did you?
I didn't get no soap.
Jesus.
I got soaking wet 3 times. I came home. But basically what I'm saying is, people, there's a joy in cooking at 1 o'clock in the morning for someone that loves you and is committed to you. Okay? Because they have committed their lives to you. Now, yeah, he could fool around and act like a fool and mess up. But the point of the matter is he took that step. Well, we can barely get some of these men to take the step. And I think when we show men, and I'm talking to the ladies, when we show men that there's certain value you're going to get when you're married, that brings back the value to marriage. If he can get come on now, you know the old saying, if he can get everything now, why the heck should he change anything? And that's what we've gotten comfortable in doing. We've gotten comfortable in showing up, showing out, doing everything full throttle, and this person is not committed to us. So what I'm saying is, I'm up at 1 o'clock in the morning cooking because I want him to be happy. If somebody shows up and eats, that's fine. If they don't show up, we got leftovers, and I love leftovers.
And I enjoy calling you fake. I enjoy.
You're gonna go back
I have an enjoyment of just exposing you via social media.
Whew.
I have a joy out of that.
You see,
I'm serious because people need to. What you gotta understand is no church is perfect, right? We already know that. No person is perfect. But at the same time, you have an influence on people, especially with social media, because if it wasn't for us, if it wasn't for stolen lunches, if it wasn't for the McNeils, as far as what I see, if it wasn't for the McNeils, where, they're more business or whatever.
Business oriented.
Yeah, they're business oriented.
Don Nicole
but,
Mario.
Yeah, Don Nicole. And,
I'll be right back.
Okay, that's so long. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't for what's their last names though?
I don't know. Okay. Just say Don Nicole and DeMario.
Don Nicole and DeMario. If it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for
John Lofton,
John and Elaine, they ain't on there as much though. They on there every blue moon. But if it wasn't for if it wasn't for Derek and Jacinda, Flytie and Jacinda, if it wasn't for the prices, as far as what I see. Now what you see might be different, and maybe I need to be aware of what people are doing, but I'm saying the close niche people to me, that's showing the value of marriage and the value of a connection. So I just say a spiritual fruit within marriage and the value of marriage. These are the people that I see that show you like the connection of how beautiful the marriage is via social media. Now they might not show you the arguments, they might not show you the bad things that happen within their marriage, but they still show you like the gift of marriage. We show you, and there's no comparison because I love these people. These are people that I look up to, right? But we show you the baggage. We show you everything. We show you our business. We tell you our business. I down to get on here. I was telling Judy, like, we got to get on Facebook Live. Oh, we got to get on Facebook Live. Like, we got to do the Loving Together. No matter what time it is, no matter, we have no set schedule on when to get on the Loving Together.
Yeah, show your face.
And we not short with talking to you, because she was saying that she had like 35 minutes to be on social media in order to tell you that. But it's been a lot longer than, 35 minutes, because what she's doing is, while she's talking to you, she's taking breaks in order to check on the food and come back to you like you're a regular person.
Yeah. I mean, you can always watch us in reruns and stuff like that. But we appreciate when you're here with this. We appreciate when, I don't know why it was so light before. And now it's gotten dark here. Maybe that's it.
No, it was the same length, but it's
the darker.
It's probably the lighting. It's getting darker outside.
I don't know what's going on.
And that's the love of God. That's the love of God. That's just showing you God. Because as it gets darker outside, no matter the light inside, the dark is still glowing over the light.
What in the world?
Look, it's getting darker outside. It's 12 o'clock at night, right?
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's 1 o'clock in the morning,
right?
We're sitting here
talking.
Okay,
so it's getting darker. We started at 12, right?
It was already dark at 12.
But it's getting darker.
It's 1:30. Good God Almighty.
It's darker.
I suppose so. But the inside light hasn't
So the light, there ain't nothing changed on that phone?
Okay, I suppose so. Something changed, because I know it was so bright before.
The darkness outside. So regardless of this light still stays the same, right?
He's trying to make a point. Okay.
This light is still staying the same. But it's getting darker outside, so that darkness is glowing over the light.
This darkness glow. You done got some crazy.
Well, the dark, whatever it does.
I don't know what you're trying to do.
The darkness is taking over the light.
I guess it's time for you to go to bed. That's what it's time.
I'm not sleeping.
Okay.
Brandy is on here, who I ain't seen since 2 years ago, and I've invited her to several events, so I'm happy.
Okay.
She joined. I still ain't figured that out yet. Like, people come on here and join, but, I think they just scroll down, because I talked to Magic, and I was talking to him about what I was talking about on Facebook Live, and he was like, I just scrolled down, but it's like when I saw it, it's like they joined and they still listening and tuning in.
It says you can swipe left to see who's still for you.
You can't swipe through though. You still can't see.
You don't see anybody.
Yeah.
But anyway, the thing of it is, whether we see somebody, you watch it in rerun, or whether you go to YouTube, because it's like what nearly, we nearly have 20. I think we're close to 30 videos on our YouTube channel for the Lover and the Giver. That's how many we've done. And I boosted a couple here on Facebook, but we also have the whole YouTube channel that has everything on it. So it's I think it's up to nearly 30 episodes. But anyway, we just talking, but we wanted to know what you were doing tomorrow. We were telling you what we're doing, why we're doing what we do. You know what I was thinking on the way home today, though? I was thinking about what it's going to be like on our first anniversary. I really was. I was thinking about, what am I going to do on our first anniversary? Because these are the things I look forward to. I look forward to building a legacy of anniversaries with you. I don't just look forward to, I don't know whether he's going to be here next year or not. I don't know where we're going. I'm just taking one day at a time.
The newlywed mentality.
Everybody talking about us newlywed.
And knowing that we've been married before. Do you know how ignorant that sounds?
Because a lot of people, they literally
been married before.
They literally think that this is supposed to wear off. And you will get comfortable with each other, yes, of course. But it's not going to wear off because there's a certain joy that you and I have, especially because we've been married before. And I've been married twice before. So I am like, this is like joy. This person brings such joy to my life that I'm excited to do things with him, for him. This is like, oh my goodness, I get a chance to do this again and for real with somebody who is appreciative of what I do. It's like you don't take none of this for granted. You sat there a couple of moments ago looking at me like I was like some sort of beautiful piece of choice gold or something because I was in the kitchen taking time to lovingly prepare a meal. And, it's like a yin and yang thing. It's like he appreciates me, then I can appreciate him back. We just have so much fun with that. But we've been having fun with that even in our relationship, even though it wasn't, with certain things, we were having fun with that.
They didn't see that.
No, a lot of people didn't see that.
Social media, and I did that for a reason, and now she see. That's why I can openly call you fake.
He used to tell me,
I enjoy it.
I want to protect you from all these people. I'm like, protect me from what? What's wrong with these people? What kind of people you know? But he would be like, I don't want them coming after you. I don't want, them attaching certain things to you. I'm protecting you. And trust and believe, I was like, I don't need no protection. I'm a big old grown woman. I've raised 2 children, blah, blah, blah. But one thing I did actually submit to your protection. I did. Because I said, let me see what he's talking about. Let me not just dismiss him right out the bat. Let me see what he's talking about. And so in the beginning, I wasn't about keeping things quiet, keeping things, under wraps, just letting family and very close friends know. I was like, let me shout this from the rooftops. And he was like, no, Judy, let me explain something to you. What did you want to explain to me? Because you really did. You were like, let me explain something to you, Judy. These people are fake. These people will show up just to talk about and see what's going on. They really don't care. And I was like, oh, okay. But you know what? That's okay to me. Show up, because now I get to enjoy what I prayed for. I get to enjoy the thing that I asked God for. When you've been married twice, you come to the next person with you have such expectations, and you're praying that God will meet them. You really are. You're like, God, can I just find something? I was talking to a friend tonight, and I will name her name, LaTanya. LaTanya and I, she's been in such angst over the gentleman that she's meeting, and I'm being very nice to call them gentlemen, LaTanya Callahan. And she is just aggravated with the Christian men that she has been meeting. They have just been falling short left and right.
Are they churchmen or Christian?
They're churchmen. Let's be real. They're churchmen. But she's been trying to find a Christian among all the churchmen. And she is just so disappointed and discouraged. And I was trying to tell her, I said, look, I understand the battle. I will never forget what I even went through. I don't have amnesia. I remember saying, geez, there's just one person out here on the planet that I can talk to, and we still have something to say, but besides, what you doing? What you doing right now? So I understand. And I told her, I said, just keep going, keep holding on. But there are men and women out here who are so discouraged by what they've gone through.
The problem is, I'm going to tell you the problem.
That's the problem, baby.
And I'm passionate about this.
Very passionate.
Right? Anything that comes out of my mouth, I'm passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I even talked to a snake today, and I told him I was more concerned about you than I was a contract. He smiled in my face. He was talking to me at work about my phone, and he tried to play that psychology game of, you know, he tried to play that psychology game of, you know, they sitting there and they gonna look at you. There's a camera, you know, that's looking at you right now. He looked me in my eyes, and I guess he expected me to turn around and look at the camera so he can go back and tell the people that you see what you saw right there. He was sitting there looking at his phone, and then I was explaining to him about his phone, and he had to look back in order to see the cameras that was looking at us right now. You big dummy, do you know who you talking to, stupid? So I sat there, and he was sitting there talking about contracts and stuff like that. Because, you know, I love exposing them because I don't care, right? So he was sitting there talking about the contract. And I was like, why are you working 7 days a week? That don't make no sense. How you working 7 days a week? And he was like, he trying to help my boss out because my boss is in the contract. And he trying to help my boss out because my boss can't find nobody. But I'm like, the people that you working for, company.
It's starting to get late.
No, but you cool. We unedited. But the company that you working for, right now can't get you people, can't bring you people. Now, if this is the thing, they have contractors and they have temp services to come in. Why? So they ain't got to pay them no insurance. You know, so they have you in the contract, so they ain't got to pay the contractors. The contractors are obligated to bring you insurance. So the dude, the big dummy, is working for somebody who has them under their contract, right? And they're only paying them insurance. So they ain't got to hire nobody else to where they got to come out with more money in order to give them insurance on who they hire to bring that person help.
Well, that's why you've gotten such high turnover. Okay, you can't keep nobody. I mean, or you can't get anybody of quality.
That's not, the company is not trying to hire anybody but contractors. The company itself. They have one main person who they have in order to keep in charge, in order to bring contractors in to help them out. But the person that they hired can't bring anybody within the company. They're just bringing contractors in.
That's a short-term solution, and it doesn't lead to your long-term goal. I'm telling you, because contractors are just that. They are not committed in any way, shape, or form because you're not giving them any incentive to be committed. You're going to get some short-term labor. You're going to get some labor, but they're not your recidivism. It's a big old word, recidivism. It's not going to be, people are going to just leave. It's another word, attrition. You're not going to be able to keep people.
A commitment.
There's no commitment. There's no commitment on in a relationship. There's no commitment on your part. So there's no commitment on these other people. They're there, they get their money. Maybe they're only working because they need to catch up on debts, and they make their money, and they're gone. And there's no, I realize you've been working for nearly 7 months, and there's no accrued time for any vacation time, personal time, sick time, nothing. You are working. When you work, you get a paycheck, and that is it. And so therefore, what commitment do you have for that? What commitment? You don't give me a single perk, a single benefit to being in this employment relationship any more than I'm at.
And it's the same thing as far as a relationship.
Yeah, it's the same thing in a relationship, no matter what. But anyway, we done talked about 50 million things, and I'm getting sleepy.
Yeah, it's all going back to what y'all doing tomorrow.
What you doing tomorrow?
Are you cooking for your man? Are you cooking?
Yeah, for your women. I know some
for
men.
your woman?
There's some men out here that are fabulous cooks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
but are your intentions on cooking for a wife or somebody that you just want to sleep with?
Yeah,
what are your intentions on cooking?
If I hear about anybody,
if you a man and you cooking for somebody that you have no intentions on marrying, are you trying to get to know that person, so you cooking just to show your cooking skills in order to sleep with her? Because men can cook, but they have a lot of them that can cook have no good intentions on you. Some of them might be trying to live off of you and using their cooking abilities, because women are not used to men cooking
sometimes. Yeah, that's true.
So they might have bad intentions, like, I want to cook for you and, show you that I can cook and put that taste in your mouth to where you never let go of that taste. But the enemy has taste too.
I'm just saying, people.
The devil has a taste that you never want to let go
of. Yeah, so you get wrapped up.
Yeah, and get you wrapped up the way you never let go. So anybody can learn how to cook, but it's the way you cook.
It's
and how you cook,
and how you cook,
and who you cook for.
Why you cook. And basically,
who you cook for.
Like I said, there's no problem serving someone who is committed to you. What we do is we get ourselves accustomed to giving to someone who is not even said one word boo, one word at all, as being committed, and then we're upset when it doesn't happen.
Because they're cooking for you, just because they're cooking for you with no ties, no type of relationship,
no type or anything, of commitment, no
don't
loyalty.
Mean they wouldn't cook for
somebody else.
Just because they cook for you, you got to make sure that they stay cooking for you and not anybody else. And that's what she's telling you. She had to wait for this moment.
I waited till
she was living for this moment.
Thank you.
In order to cook for me, whether you fake people show up or not. She was living for this moment in order to wake up and be up 2 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, preparing dinner for tomorrow. And we're going to leave you on that note. We love you, but God loves you more.